Alright, and hello everyone. This is the tutorial for the Niagara point cloud renderer for the Azure Kinect. And today I will show you the capabilities of the plugin and tell you some basic information about it. Alright, let's get started directly. So I already powered up the example project that comes with the plugin. And first we will ensure that the plugin is properly installed. Go to plugins and see over here Niagara point cloud renderer for Azure Kinect. This looks already good, so this is in the project section, but it also works as an engine plugin. And okay, then I would say let's go and let's get started right away. And I will go into play mode and see what happens. And there we can already see point cloud. So I connected now an Azure Kinect camera to my laptop, and as you can see, the point cloud is being transmitted. I'll go a bit closer, and yeah, I can move the Azure Kinect around, and the scene is getting updated accordingly. And it runs on very smooth 60 FPS. Like in this laptop I have a RTX 3070. But there's enough power for 60 FPS and more. So this is just capped on 60 FPS. And we also see some flickering. I hope we will be able to solve this problem in the future releases. So let me exit the play mode for a second. And as you can see now, we have a wonderful point cloud in here. And yeah, we can fly around and explore it a bit. And come also very close to the points. And yeah, as you can see, they are very smoothly shaped as well. And yeah, the good thing is now also that this is a Niagara asset. So you can manipulate the point cloud in any way that you want using the usual Unreal handles and so on. So let's have a look on this object over here, and now you can see all the points as a Niagara asset. And what we can do now is, for example, translate the point cloud and also rotate it, and yeah, basically do whatever we want. And this of course also should work during runtime as well. And also okay. All right, very good. Then we can have a look in here. We have some user parameters that are exposed. So first of all, we have some color scaling over here. Maybe I can just change this value here, see what happens. Okay. So yeah, this is apparently changing the colors, and yeah, we can have some nice glowy stuff around here. So we can put it even a bit higher, maybe to have it more glowing. And yeah, this basically changes the colors. And as you can see, there's still color information available. So it's just like a factor for the colors that's being multiplied onto it. But you can play around with this feature, which is quite handy, quite nice. All right, what else do we have? So we have over here some depth scaling. Let me change this as well. The depth scaling is the scaling in the direction of the camera. So the higher the value, the more it's being spread out. So this gives you more depth in the picture. And I think this should also theoretically work with the with these handles, but depending on the angle, it's maybe not quite the same. But yeah, this is the second parameter. Let me put it back to 5. And then we have the point count per dimension. So we're now using 500 by 500 points. So this is basically the resolution of this point cloud over here. And if we now put it to 1000, we can already see that the resolution is getting way better. And I can also try to start it up again and see if this works as well. And yeah, it does. And now we have some actually pretty nice resolution over here. Let me actually exit over here and let's zoom in on this thing. And as you can see, it's very nice. So it's very, very dense, and you can properly see the poster on the wall. Okay. Then the next thing that you can change is I actually forgot to tell you, there's actually a maximum number of points that can be spawned, and I think it's 4 million, which is set by Unreal. So I think this is probably the limit that you will be reaching with the point count, but I'm not completely sure. Okay, the next thing that we can change is the point size. So this is the size of the points, obviously, and yeah, now you can see it's actually almost a proper surface, but if we come closer, yeah, it's obviously being blurred out a bit, and if we put it even higher, then it's getting more blurry and blurry because the points also yeah, it's like a blur filtering basically, so it kind of makes sense. So they are too close together, so it's getting blurry, but still you can change it, and also the performance drops quite heavily if the points are overlapping. You can see now if I go back to point size of maybe even this, then the performance is way better. It's quite interesting. Okay, then let's have a look over here. This is the Start Kinect blueprint. I'll open that for a second, and yeah, so this is needed for starting up the Kinect and doing some settings. What's interesting over here is that you can, for example, also change some resolution settings. For example, the color mode, you can change the resolution of the color image up to 4K. The depth mode, we also have a lot of options here regarding this mode of the depth sensor, and here the FPS. Yeah, so please mind that some combinations doesn't work out. So for example, if you have a depth resolution of 1025 by 1025, you cannot use 30 FPS, but you have to use 15 FPS, for example, and this you should keep in mind. And other than that, you can play around with the settings as well. And last but not least, let's have a short look into the Niagara asset. I'll just open it for a second. So here's the emitter. And the nice thing also is now that you are able to use additional Niagara features. So for example, it would be, I think, kind of interesting to add some forces over here. So maybe let's add some vortex force. There we go. Let's go on, click on compile. And is it already? No, it's not already working. Ah, okay. Kind of have overseen that. Okay, and now we have our point cloud, but together with some nice vortex effect. And yeah, as you can see, some forces are applied to the point cloud, and it's still running at 60 FPS, at least almost. And yeah, that's basically how you can play around with this wonderful plugin. And yeah, now I'll try to zoom out a bit. We have some nice artsy effect, and of course you can also combine the different things. So for example, I can now do something like put it really into red light, see how this works. It's a nice glowy effect. Maybe we can add some more forces even, so maybe I'll add some, let's see, what do we have? Some vector noise force. Let's see how this works. Yeah, this is already looking quite nice, I would say. And yeah, that's it so far from the tutorial. And I would say have fun with experimenting around with the plugin. And yeah, see you then. Bye bye.